Now let's lay out the rules for the official dollar necro, for the budget necromancer. So we're only going to be using store items. That means like everything we find in here, right? Wow, this is insane. I'm buying this. Yes, these are incredible. I'm buying them. Okay, so we're only going to buy things from the stores, and we'll use 1,000 obols to fill up what is essentially missing. And also aspects and everything can only be taken from the Codex of Powers. And the goal is tier 100 dungeon. The goal is to essentially clear everything, right? Left, right, and center to get everything done. That's the goal. Now let's see how much is this possible. We have everything put away. We have our skills too. So we're going to be playing a Shadow Necro. Therefore, we need to reset this one, and we need to reset that one completely. And we're going to be playing a Shadow Necromancer, most likely, with Blight. On the Supernatural Blight, we make corpses. We boost the Blood Mist. We boost the Corpse Explosion as Shadow. I boost everything in this direction. We might even go for double curse. I haven't decided yet on this one. We'll do this here. And we'll do the Bone Storm. Oh, Bone Storm. We need to have to get Osseous Gales somehow to make Bone Storm worth it. It's going to be complicated. And sacrifice bonuses. Am I missing something? I'm going to put the points into here, to be honest, to get that done. Twitch stream is down. Oh, yeah, Twitch stream went completely down. That's weird. Oh, I know why the Twitch stream went completely down. No. So there's also the Twitch stream is back, so that's good. Okay, and now lastly, we're going to I mean, Inspiring Leader would probably work as well. And then we need the Death Defense. Okay, screw Inspiring Leader. Let's do Death Defense here in this case. And then last 2 points in more movement speed. I want more movement speed. We got this. Okay, that's our skill tree for the Shadow Necro already. That means we're going to be using Bone Storm, Blight, Corpse Explosion, Corpse Tendrils, Blood Mist, and Decrepify. But we have like no auto casting of these, so that's going to be something. We still have to put our Paragon points, but now let's buy the first items, okay? So we're going to take this helmet here, because that helmet has 739 life. That's good. That's good. Let's upgrade this. Okay, first item already out. Good life boost. Willpower. We have Shadow Resistance. Shadow Resistance is important because we need to get our Ressis up. And we'll probably sacrifice everything for Ressis, but we'll see about that. Skeleton Mages go out for bonus vulnerable damage. We might actually sacrifice these for shadow damage over time, right? 15%. And he's going out for crit. Actually, no, he's not going out for crit. He's probably going to go out for HP. Because we're not going to be critting much with the build we're going to do. Ooh, we'll have to see about that. Is there a weapon? There's gloves here with a shadow damage over time and attack speed. I mean, these gloves are like only 600 item power, but they're actually really good because they provide shadow damage over time. That's nice. And we have a two-handed weapon. We have a wand. Damage over time and damage to stun and damage to shadow affected. Yes. Yes. This build is doing itself, Chan. Doing numbers already. Look at us. Okay, we get perfection. We're almost there. Let's bring it on. This gets followed up by... I know that Twitch seems to have issues, chat. Nothing I can do about that right now. I'll see that I get like Twitch back on track over time. But let's continue the plan. That is damage reduction when fortified, damage reduction, and ultimate skill damage. Curse skills, lucky hit, ranks on all curse skills. I mean, this would be the gloom passive, but I guess we're gonna do this one for now. Because that's good damage reduction. And also has a socket in it. We'll get that.
Come back and see us.
Stream on Cake? No, I'll never stream on Cake. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now we have already 1, 2, 3, 4 items. So we're missing 2 rings, an offhand, and these 3. I think for this, we'll have to wait for the store to reset. Because I think all stores are the same, correct? But there's actually no offend that's ever being sold. Anyone sell an offend? I mean, these reset in 21 minutes. I think for an offend, we'll have to use some of our obolds. I mean, I said we have like 775 right now. So we'll use some of that to buy some things. I mean, first things first, let's try to make ourselves more sturdy here. We're gonna do shadow damage over time. I mean, we have basically no things leveled up. So all my glyphs are extremely weak. All the glyphs that I would need are extremely weak, which is kind of sad. But I should be able to probably take Gravekeeper, which boosts the rare nodes. Or we take no, not sacrificial. No, sacrificial. We have all the minions sacrificed, so we probably can take sacrificial level 1 here. But that would only boost like this Gravekeeper might be better. So we just get here the bonus on. It's a 25% bonus, but to have or not to have. Take this one as well. Important. Trying last epoch next week? Most likely not. Not super interested. And then the next very important board is the Wither board, because that's where we're going to get all our damage from. Right? So this is going to be damage reduction, bonus damage, and then even more bonus damage. Because the amount of shadow damage over time we can just weasel out here, it's quite incredible. 2, 3, 4. And this can be the darkness glyph. Control darkness. That would be shadow damage over time. But hard to activate this because you notice how it's actually not in there anywhere, right? So in order to like get this activated, I need to take like a bunch of intelligence nodes. It might be bad to actually take an intelligence needing node here. Might be better off taking. I mean, there's nothing but an intelligence needing node. That's the problem. Just need like more levels to it. I'll probably take darkness for now, but without like trying to enforce this too much, right? I mean, we could take like here some end. You can take there some end, there's some end, and there. So these are all like fakes. We need like another. There you go. Oh, this is inefficient. Okay, but we get the Wither. Okay. Jonathan, good to see you there. Howdy. Then we're going to be putting the Flesh Eater. That's free damage as well, but this time without the critical strikes, because we don't need the critical strikes, which makes me go into this board from the left side, because I don't need the right side then. No critical strikes because we're only doing damage over time at this point. We'll take as much resistance as possible because I want to be able to not have to take a certain something. Now we're gonna put in the sacrificial probably. Sacrificial needs also so much intelligence to activate. I mean, you can take this, right? And you can take this on the way out, which still needs so much more. Like the minus range of these are really off-putting, I have to admit. It just takes so much to activate this if you don't have them level 15. So we might have to like get this to 15 in due time, but until then we'll just leave it unactivated. You also need Send of Death for the damage reduction. Same with this board, kinda. It's way easier to get into this one now because we don't need to look out for the critical strike nodes. So what we only want is we actually only want the middle part in that. It might still be worth it to go in from the side instead of from there because from here... Oh, I turned this the wrong way. I turned this the wrong way. Because we're going to go in from this side. To essentially take all the dex nodes. Now I would probably put in just territorial here for the bonus damage reduction on close enemies if we ever get this together. And then you can take that. God, there's a bunch of weirdness in this build right now. This is what it is. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And you would need the bone graft board for the only reason that this makes you way more tanky. Right? So just push our armor up as much as we can. So we're already like getting the good armor points. And here we could activate another. And I do have like, I have Exploit leveled up. I have Imbiber leveled up. I have the Essence Glyph leveled up. So we don't need any of these. And I do have Amplify leveled up. So probably should take Amplify for this one. That's bonus damage on curses. So that's my only glyph I have activated right now. Right, let's Amplify on 15. Amplify on 15 actually takes all these nodes, so that's good. And then here we could be taking Exploit. That's at least bonus damage versus vulnerable enemies. So that's nice. Good. And we could take more resistance. How much resistance do we have already now? We're kind of like at 70 resistance. Okay, we need rings and everything. Good. Did the store change when you went for another? No, the store was always the same, right? No matter where I teleport, everything was always the same until it refreshed. So let me try to see if we can switch or fix Twitch quickly. Should be possible by activating it over here. Twitch should get fixed as well, hopefully. If that doesn't influence YouTube too much. That's putting some troubles on YouTube as well. I don't like that. This is weird because it shouldn't happen right now, but it does. Sorry. Well, Twitch gotta be waiting then. Sorry, Twitch. You get shafted. Shouldn't happen, but it does. I know why this happens, probably. No, I don't know why this happens. It makes no sense. It literally shouldn't. Things are a bit weird today, I guess. Making problems where none should exist. It is what it is. What challenge are we doing? We're doing the budget necro. $1 necro. We got nothing, and we need to take only aspects from the store. We only need to take things that we have unlocked with the Codex of Powers, and then we'll go into some dungeons to unlock 2 or 3 more aspects. And we'll be trying to bring this to somehow be able to clear a tier 100 dungeon. I find that incredibly interesting. Always wanted to do this. Now we need to enchant already Juggernaut on a helmet. So this is the item. We take Juggernaut. At least 1,000 bonus armor. I do have, which one's Serration? We have the Blighted aspect already. That one comes on my... here, this is the Blighted aspect. Should I keep passive stacker? That one comes on my amulet. That's good. Now I need to go to the Purveyor of Curiosities. And what we need to buy is... we have 700 obolts, so I can buy 300 obolts more currently. We need to buy an offhand. Perfection. Not even going to buy more, just that. We need to buy a pair of... we need to buy 2 rings. 2 rings. They have high enough item power. It's just all about item power, right? We need to buy a pair of pans. We're not taking unique ones. Oh, God. Okay, stop it. a pair of boots.
Fine quality. Well done.
And a pair and a tunic.
And next will Faith smiles.
Here. Cool. So we get all the items already, chat. We need to socket the chest. Step 1. Reasoner, thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate it. helping with the budget store, Necro, to bring it to life. Well, no, that was, we needed to go for the
I need more time.
jeweler to make this. What do we have for boots? Oh, attacks reduce cooldowns. Yikes. That could have gone better. Okay, so these are the items I'm giving myself. That ring needs a socket too. Upgrade that stuff here. Why are we doing this? Well, to kind of show what is actually possible with the Codex of Powers and a bunch of random items. Okay, we have almost everything resistance out. That's nice. We missed lightning resistance, so we're shadow fire resistance to the max, cold and shadow like beyond any existent belief. So I need fire and lightning. Fire? Oh no, not fire. We need lightning and poison. Green is poison. Lightning was topaz. And then we need a skull for more armor. So armor is important, right? So we're resistanced out. That's nice. I would prefer to like completely resistance out so I could take the 25 resistance away, but I don't think I can reach that point. Okay, that's done, Chad. We got 15,000 life too, but only 6,000 armor. That's weak. Shit, we need to fix that armor problem. That's wait, helmet is missing. Yeah, helm socket, thank you. All right. Well, it's crazy how much life we're actually getting out of this. I mean, we get lucky. Our chest has maximum life. Our helmet has maximum life. And our rings have shadow damage and critical strike bone scale. So great. But shadow damage too. Yes. Yes. Okay. And we didn't even upgrade everything yet. Chad, wait for it. So we're going for the smith. Good. Okay. Well, that's 6,000 armor. That's pretty weak. Okay, we need to also enchant disobedience, but I don't think I have the disobedience enchantment. So first stop is doing the disobedience dungeon as in Kazakhstan. So that one we need to do first now to actually enchant things. As a normal dungeon, not as a tier 100, that would be impossible. We're slowly going ourselves, and I don't think we're allowed to take the loot, correct, Chad? We're not allowed to take the loot. We have to just use what is being given to us. Offhand and weapon are missing things too. Juggernaut, I have Juggernaut, but that's only 4,000 upgraded, as you can see. So Juggernaut upgrade is minimal. It brings us up to like okay values, but we're still lacking. Okay. So Juggernaut and Disobedience together will get us to the point where we're then armored out. Amethyst for the double damage over time. What we could already enchant is the more sacrifice bonus one. So that's interesting. Because I have this item here. I have the ossified army, shadow damage, bloodseeker. Sacrifice bonuses is higher. That one is actually good. So that would give us a little bit more shadow damage over time. Wait, I'm resistanced out without that. Wow. We actually get so much damage boost from this. And we still have 26 Paragon points going around, Chad. Okay. These 26 Paragon points, I want to go into a board. Like... Bloodbath. And what I want to take is... I'm going to take int and int. And we're going to take the exhumation glyph. This exhumation glyph works mainly with int. So the more int I put in here, the better it is right now. So we're going to take like all the int nodes that I can essentially find to do more damage with corpse scales. Okay. Good. That brings us at 16,000 life and 10,000 armor. Let's get the disobedience glyph or disobedience enchantment. How do you know when a gear is max rolled, Jonathan? You activate the gear, the advanced tooltip under gameplay. You go in here, gameplay, options, and then advanced tooltip. Compare. And then you can see that the range of this item is 1,310 to, like, it can be 605 to 1,310 life. So this is literally the maximum max roll. This is a perfect chest. This is actually crazy. The helmet also almost perfect. Like, I have so much life from this, from random store items. I will check back with the store in 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, it was refreshing. And then we'll check back to maybe find something to exchange. I will not take any drops from the dungeon because I think that's too easy if I start taking drops from the dungeon now. I prefer a higher damaging weapon, but what we just need to get currently is the last pieces of our aspects because we have barely any aspects enchanted. And we might also get double curse in. Okay, that's a normal 100 dungeon. How's this going to go? My biggest problem is I am lacking something for the Bone Storm. So we're essentially going to be playing with a very low Bone Storm cooldown. This is actually this is a favorite dungeon. That makes me happy. Blood Mist, pull everything together. I'm not used to not having my tools. Pull everything together. So we're doing damage, guys. Damage over time is damaging.
I'm not ready yet.
Destroy the... When I'm more surprised how we're actually not taking damage from a normal dungeon, right?
I need more time.
Because we're really not taking damage from a normal dungeon currently. I mean, this is like right, but like for our standard shitty equipment, like that we just throw together, we're just surviving in the world tier. So that's already check mark, guys. We're surviving the world tier. But obviously, like, can we do a tier 100? Last world was, it just got almost one shot by Hoda Barb. I mean, Hoda Barb is ridiculous. Surely it's taking the fun out of the game. I mean, if people want to one-shot things, let them one-shot things. I am with you. Like, for me, Hoda Barb has no interest because it's essentially like ruining the game for yourself. Yeah, look how much damage over time we're dealing, Chad. This is significant. Wow, it's going up like to several like 100k with the shit we have. And yes, we're slow, Chad. I am sorry, we're slow. We're gonna enchant the movement speed aspect, okay? Chad, we're gonna be enchanting a movement speed aspect. No worries, because I want to be at least a little bit faster. Okay, this is good. This is popping. Give me that disobedience for the more armor. So with the disobedience low roll, we should be almost at like armor cap of 13.5k. Might have to take like a few more armor nodes in the Paragon board. I can't burst Butcher or that new guy. The new guy is overtuned HP wise, and Butcher is always annoying. I mean, I have a couple of builds that are especially good at killing them, but is it worth your time? I mean, like, you know, is it worth your time to kill the Butcher or the Son of Malphus? They essentially have nothing with them. They are not guaranteed to drop uniques, more likely. But if the Butcher or the Son of Malphus each would be more likely to drop uniques, sure, sign me up. I'm in. Does this dungeon have a boss, Chan? Also, what are you thinking about our challenge, by the way? The trying to make the budget Necro, or trying to show what is possible with a budget Necro, to take a bit of the fear out of the people, because people are like, so I can't do tier 100s. I need to have perfect equipment. Nah, you don't. But if you have a fraction of my equipment and better, you'll be able to do it. I kind of like this challenge for the funs of it, you know.
I'm not ready yet.
What are we running these days for quick Necro ones? The new Necro. The one-shot corpse explosion one. I don't know if you've seen the latest video. That is about the billions of damage, and I'm like corpse explosion Necro, which is literally meant to just corpse explosion everything into pieces. It is so superiorly, vastly stupid good. Words cannot even describe how amazing it is. And it just goes around in one button corpse explosions whole rooms. It's even faster than Bone Spear. Because Bone Spear needs to stand still to cast. That one doesn't.
I need more time.
Okay, now let's... I'm letting all the loot because we're not allowed to take loot, chat. We're only allowed to take things out of tier 100 dungeons, okay? When we do the tier 100, that's the loot I'm allowed to take. Because I earned that one, correct? It's the whole point. If you actually manage to get a build together that can go into a tier 100 dungeon, then you get a bunch of 925 items. Not everybody has all god rolls. Yes, exactly, Viking. Not everyone has all god rolls, and a lot of people don't even know what for rolls to look for, you know? And right now it should more be about understanding builds, because as soon as you understand the actual builds, then the items can come next. But what most people struggle with is understanding the basic of the builds, like what do you need to do, like cooldown reduction and all that kind of stuff. Because right now we have already a bunch of cooldown reduction actually, like on this item 10%, and we get blessed. We didn't get blessed on the helmet, sadly. We might have to re-roll our bot to be a bit different, because right now we're playing the... we'll have to say we have to re-roll our bot. I think using the seasonal mechanic is fine, because essentially that's part of the game at this point, right?
Not ready yet.
See how fast we kill a normal dungeon boss, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, he's the notoriously worst thing to kill. For the reason of he's actually like wandering over the screen. That's an actual existing problem. Because we're putting down like shadow damage over time here, and he just travels, right? They're like, sir, like, could you please not do this where we're trying to like shadow damage you and you decide that you want to travel over the screen? Really cool if you didn't do that. I mean, the vaults, obviously they don't have a boss, so that's vastly better for us. Okay, first aspect acquired, chat. That is the aspect of disobedience. So now we can put our armor higher. Let's port down to Gate Hall for this. But we need more aspects. We can't do... I mean, the biggest damage boost we could get is dropping corpse tendrils and playing double curse. But I feel like dropping corpse tendrils to play double curse seems a little bit stupid. Take our pants, and they're getting disobedience as well. We can take our boots, and the boots, they can get Ghost Walker currently, so a bit more movement speed. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more aspects, chat. And of these 5 more aspects, we could take... I mean, here, you deal 40% increased shadow damage to Anaphytic, to Crepify and Iron Maiden. Well, we could take bonus damage for standing still. So if I use my Blood Mist and I stand still, I get bonus damage. We could use Bone Prison spawns Pools of Blight, right? I mean, you could generally use Bone Prison in this build. I guess we can take the Etchmaster's aspect to do more damage. Minimally more damage, but more damage is more damage. We don't need any aspects. Like, we don't need any, like, aspects. I mean, I could still enchant aspect of the Umbral to just have, like, always enough resource for my Blights. Because Blight's slow, and with aspect of the Umbral, the slowing of Blight... Actually, I never thought about it, guys, but Blight slows. If I throw an aspect of the Umbral, Blight would actually instantly restore essence on hit. Never thought about it that way. See, like, this is what comes up when you finally try out things. If you become injured, Iron Maiden is now darkness skill and deals shadow damage. See, I've been thinking about that, Chad. Torturous aspect. Okay. We're literally going to say, like, goodbye corpse tendrils. And that's, like, torturous aspect with this. Right now, we have our Flesh of Adrenaline, duration, safeguard, everything. We have efficiency, breaking, and arcing to get our minion to do these things, right? Jesus. Okay, you know what? Let me go into these. Let me go into this for a second. Let's delete corpse tendrils out. Let's go into Iron Maiden. Enhanced Iron Maiden, and by Iron Maiden, damage is increased by 30 multiplicative. Okay, yeah. Iron Maiden has 30% multiplicative damage. This is so stupid and I hate it. Good Iron Maiden and Decrepify Curse. And then we're going to play the torturous aspect. Oh, no, Chad. No. Universe, good to see you there. Thank you for the 249. Appreciate it so much. How are you doing, brother? Okay, Chad. This is something. What else did we need? Oh, we needed to unlock the aspect, right? The actual offensive aspect. Oh no, we get the double curse aspect. We get the instant bonus damage now. So here. Danke dir. Okay, that. Oben, wo die Medizin. Ganz oben, überm Kühlschrank. Yeah, you can run T100 drunk. That's the plan, Rex. Okay, so we have two more offensive aspects or a utility aspect. Okay, we could take the crowd control sharing aspect, chat. So if I crowd control one, it crowd controls everyone. That seems so bad. But I have no other offensive aspect that makes sense in this build in any. Oh no, we wanted to take Edgemaster. Edgemaster would higher the damage of our corpse explosions. Okay, so we need to do Edgemaster now first. That means we're going offensive into the Old Stone Dungeon in Skosklin, and soon put the pin down. Oh, there it is. Soon we can be doing tier 100s. Alex, congratulations on your Genesis. What do you think, chat? Is this possible, or am I tripping? Am I like, is this me just going crazy and it will 100% not work? Yeah, we can clear a tier 100 dungeon with this build. What's your humble opinion?
I need time to do that.
Because that's the ultimate goal. I mean, killing Uber bosses is not hard, right? I could just go and kill Duriel and the other guys right now. They're not hard to kill. Okay, so we need to curse and curse. And then things are just taking... Oh, wow, they're doing a lot of damage to themselves.
I need more time.
But we can't pull things together like this anymore. That's the only thing that bothers me a little bit. But I need the double curse for the damage output. But I can't pull things together. What if I say goodbye to Bone Storm, because Bone Storm is anyways not active and I'm not getting a barrier from it, just so I could play double curse, Chad? Alright, I need to destroy the hard.
I need more time.
I feel like I'll need the stun, right? One single aspect that's really missing to make this build like go crazy is The corpse explosion into blood mist aspect. That one is sadly not in the Codex of Powers, and it makes me like really like regret, you know, when you play this build, because it would make this so much stronger. You all die. I'm genuinely considering dropping the corpse tendrils right now. The bone storm. Just for more damage. And how good can the bone storm be if you don't have anything?
I lack the required essence.
Yeah, let's drop the bone storm for now. Making on the fly adjustments. I have the corpse tendrils too. That means curse. I guess for Blizzard Sork at 58, I'm going to give Ball and Lightning a go. Well, Blizzard of Sork is only good if you actually have the glacial aspect, so until then, it's kind of useless. Okay, that's going to be one of the last two aspects I need. Well, actually, I might be able to try tier 100 with this right now. But even if you can't beat a tier 100 dungeon, if you're actually able to, like, as soon as you're able to go into a tier 90 and just kill trash mobs, you could farm gear already, right?
I need more time.
Think about it. Denmark, Druid, and Rabies. I'm not, like, into Druid right now, but I'll write it on the list. I'll definitely write it on the list. Wait, how's an item there? I don't understand how an item was there. I've never been there.
I need more time.
See, now I can pull them all together, Chad. And that's just better for the build in general. Look how they all die. Wow. They died so fast. Like, due to the shadow damage double bonus. That's crazy. When I know the aspect is good, like, don't get me wrong, right? We're currently playing again shadow damage and shadow damage double aspects where if you Iron Maiden curse and if you other curse someone, you would actually like do more damage. But look like for not having any equipment, dude, we're going up to 100k proc standard.
I need more time.
Oh, working decently well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if the damage is going to be enough for tier 100 right now. But I'll be damned if it's not enough to just like here zoom these guys down. I think if they have more life, we would see like 200-300k procs from the corpse explosion.
More time.
I mean, considering we have like 0 bonus ranks in corpse explosion and everything. And you dead. How do you earn gold? Rerolling is sort of expensive. I don't reroll much. I mean, my gold is at 414. I lost most of my gold due to reskilling for YouTube videos. I don't actually reroll that much.
I'm not ready.
I mostly just get perfect. Like, I wait until I get the perfect item. I'm actually patient, Chan. In case you're wondering what we're doing, chat, with a budget Necro. Again, this Necro was made for the people that just joined, completely with the Codex of Powers, the store, and the Oboe vendor. And only, yeah, well, Codex of Power things. We are at the armor cab. I think if I fully damage everything, let's actually see if we get to the armor cab. And the goal is to clear a tier 100 dungeon with this monstrosity.
I'm not ready yet.
If it's even remotely able to get close to that, right? Here, 12.7, Chan. So if we're fully maxed out, if we have all the damage done, 12.7 is the goal. Pull all together. Corpse explosion in the middle. Fiddle in the middle. Double stun. More corpse explosions. Bam. And this is currently the normal tier 1, the normal 100 dungeons, so we can get another aspect unlocked. What is the best class for beginners? Necromancer. And that's not even a question. It has the fewest skills to twiddle-dee around with. is extremely simple in the getup setup in general. And all in all, it's also incredible fun to play. Has good variety, build variety. I mean, we can like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different builds, right? Yeah. Anyone not playing Necro is just hating themselves, can I say? Die, boss. Don't worry, chat. I'm just standing AFK here holding down the corpse explosion button. That's what you do. Done. Okay, what did we get? Etchmaster. We get Etchmaster from this one. Yep. Sorry, I can't pick you up, sir. Back to the gate hall. What build is this? This is a shadow build, an Infinimist build, because this is the easiest build to make with the Codex of Power. Obviously, you're able to take more, right? You're able to take more items from this. But I am just essentially taking everything from the Codex of Power. I'm not using anything. Like I'm also these items are all from the store. So I went to the clerk, I talked to him, and he was like, "Here, brah, take this." I'm like, "Thank you." So min rolled aspects and everything. Hatchmaster. Then we're gonna put I guess I'll leave that one open for now. And we'll just try our first. Let's see how much damage we would deal. This is Death Bolts, Drifting Shade, Stormbane, Death Bolts, Death Bolts. Oh, they're all horrible. I would like to do, I guess I can do Death Bolts one without hating myself. Let's see. I'm running a minion shadow damage corpse explosion build. Well, then you need a shadow corpse explosion too. A good Sever build in endgame. Don't play Sever. The best advice I can give you for a good Sever build in endgame. Okay, we have 16,000 life, a decent amount of armor, but do we have the damage to deal with threats in tier 100 dungeons, Chan? Now, do we have the damage that we would need to get this killed yet? Our current issue is that we're like kind of forced to essentially corpse explosion manually for any damage we're doing, right? Oh yeah, we're winning, chat. We're winning. Easy clap. The best part is this weapon, right, would straight away high our damage tremendously. So you just found a new weapon in a tier 100 dungeon, correct? And putting this on over the wand, straight up, like what, doubles, triples your damage? Nah, it's not like I'm overselling that, but you know what I mean, right? Ow, that was bad because we haven't had our thingies charged up. Yep. So that's kind of like how you have to also look at like how valuable it is now to start doing these dungeons, because you're essentially like straight up going from good to better. Okay, my normal minions are just dying. The oops, I mean, it's a simple one where you, like, if you haven't attacked anything, you don't have disobedience stacked up, so you're obviously liable to die, right? It's like the problem why Juggernaut is so much better than disobedience in many capacities, because you're essentially like getting straight up the best out of it, right? And right now I have to have everything stacked up, and then we're good. Now look, get a C there. Any way to increase the damage of ice spikes? Well, Paragon board increases the damage of ice spikes. Cold damage increases the damage of ice spikes. Like, it generally scales with a lot of things. Yes, as long as there's no elite, we're fine, Chad. We're just pummeling them. With our cool shadow damage. Look at us here. 100k, 100k, 100k. See that offhand as well, Chad? Damage increase. So are we now allowed to take the new weapons and offhands, Chad, to flash out the build? Because we're essentially able to kill these opponents in a tier 100. And first, we're going to finish this run. There's obviously no question about that. We're fighting our way good through. You really don't have invested much in damage over time. Well, we were focused on Shadow, though. Are you tier 1? This is a tier 100 vault, yes. This is tier 100 Nightmare Vault with our budget version. So the budget Necro, who has nothing going on, who has only the shittiest of the shittiest stuff, who has literal items that were taken from the store. And now we are here in a tier 100 dungeon. Slowly fighting our way through. Just to show you like how much this is possible. Because I want you to lose the fear of tier 100 dungeons, guys. There's nothing like you can go in with the stupidest builds, with the shittiest gear. And as long as you look for the basic armor values and the basic resistance values, you should be good to go. The final room will be a challenge, though. Did you try hardcore? But I mean, like, you see what stupid challenge we're doing here right now. That one on hardcore would only risk your character from dying. And it would take the fun out. If I'm honest with you, this one in hardcore would just take the fun out of doing something silly. And it would turn it into something like super sweat, for example. And like right now, this is a funny, silly challenge where everyone can learn something from. Because it might show you how to like set up your basic equipment. And that your equipment is actually good enough to do a tier 100, because you might believe your equipment is not good enough. But I mean, hell, if I can do it with this, then you can do it with your actual good rolls that you have been saving up, right? Because I don't have good rolls. I'm like, could you please stay here inside the corpse explosions that we're doing, sir? I mean, sir, we've set up like a nice little amount of corpse explosions. If you go out of them, this is not okay. Listen, not okay.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh shit! Oof. I almost didn't have like my I didn't have my blood mist cooldown. Yikes! That was a little bit greedy, and with a little bit greedy, I mean like it was like way too greedy. Step number 1: take tier 100 dungeons serious. Step number 2: failed. It was really hard to take something serious that you have cleared a billion times already. This feels almost like playing old tier 100 dungeons. If you've ever done that, it's quite something. This is exactly the vibe you're having when you're doing this right now. You see how my essence went instantly back up? It's the double aspect, guys. Oh no, there's another. Haha. You shall not. Oh, ow. You shall not pass. Okay, these flies are making this very hard because they're essentially just zooting over the whole screen. You're just like, sir, I barely have control over your stuns. Could you please not just flee from me? Let's leave that thing alive. We're not gonna be chasing that one. Oh, it's chasing me.
I'm not ready.
We're not gonna be chasing that one, Chad, but what if it's chasing me? Oh, ha, you're all dead. Are we playing Double Curse, by the way? Well, so Double Curse gives you another 40% damage multiplier. And that's, frankly spoken, the most amount of damage you can get in any capacity, right? Your goal is to kill Echo of Lilith and Hardcore. It's actually quite easy. You need maximum movement speed items. So for phase 2 that you could essentially just like outrun for shit. And then you just have to be lucky enough to not break her mechanics in some stupid way, so she doesn't magically transform into things that she shouldn't do and does like some illegal amounts of damage that she has no right of doing, and that she simply does because, well, Uber Lilith is known for being weird in her mechanics. Right? So you have to essentially like do that, and then you have to hope that you don't accidentally over damage her, and like, you know, she suddenly decides that like the last 20 tries she's never done something like this, but now's the time where she should do something like that. That's, by the way, Uber Lilith in a nutshell a little bit. So it's generally a fun fight if there wasn't like all the bugs that could occur during the fight that turn like a general interesting experience into something, what the fuck did just happen? Also, this is why Infinimist, by the way, is so was so loved back in the days, chat. Because essentially when you're playing Infinimist, you're playing a build that has the ability to stay relatively safe at no cost. Like, right? I'm just using my Blood Mist to avoid damage taken. So I can essentially do things where I should technically be too squishy for, which is not true because we are defensive enough for this, right? While then creating good damage over time. Oh, what? I felt like I was not there where that was, but... Ow.
I'm not ready yet.
In phase 1, you have to... What? Wow. I was out of that. In phase 1, you have to avoid the spikes that can one-shot you. Yes, in phase 1, you have to avoid the spikes that can one-shot you. That's true. But these spikes, like, depending if you're a Necro, they're relatively easy avoided because, well, you're a Necro, right? These spikes, they don't really matter to you that much.
I need more time.
Oh, ow. I hate the bugs. Bugs are the most annoying thing. Okay, let's make some corpses here. Pull things together. So we can do like some more damage over time. Shebang. Pull everything together again. Go in. Getting that thing destroyed might be the biggest challenge in this tier 100 dungeon. Oh yeah. Well, that's a rough one, honestly, from a thing standpoint. Okay, that was our try number 1 with the build, chat. We are even missing one aspect. And see, this is what I said now, though. We get a new dagger. That new dagger is instantly doing a vast amount more of damage, right? You have a new pair of pants, a new pair of boots, which doesn't really matter because our boots are, like, good, right? But you also do have a new offhand, and that new offhand, in this case, would also allow you to do even more damage. So these 2 items alone, I don't actually know how much more, like, if you upgraded. That you got out of your first tier 100 dungeon would essentially just give you another 400 damage plus all your multipliers plus, right? Kind of significant. Question rather is, are we allowed to put them on now since we found them in our first tier 100, or are we not allowed to put them on, chat? Well, lousy, it just happened today. That would be for Decrepify 40-50. And that would be for sacrifice bonuses. This allowed because you worked for them? Oh, it's not even socketed. So how much more is this attack power wise? We're at like 10,000 and you instantly go up by another 1,000 attack power, right? It should be like making a significant difference. Well, actually my old offhand was 922. That's kind of interesting. That's actually not even a difference. Only the weapon is the difference with 400 damage. Now let's do the next tier 100 dungeon, okay? So let's try to not go into like the annoying vault there. Let's try to get the Cinder. Cinder, Monster Shadow Resist would kill me straight away. Drifting Shade, Vault of Cinders. Yeah, that's going to be horrible. What's the goal for today? Well, the goal is to make a Necro for 1 cent, aka the 1 cent Necro, with the most budget equipment possible and clear a tier 100 dungeon. It's a challenge time. It's like literally a waste of my time, technically, from a getting better standpoint, from an improving standpoint. Because we like I'm not gonna get any new gear from this for my actual classes for the gauntlet, but it's a funny video to make, you know. Yeah, let's see. Do you notice how my damage output is just way higher with one weapon that I just found from the dungeon that I earned with my blood, sweat, and tears? And suddenly a former budget build is still the budget build, but you just quintupled your damage output with 0 to no investment apart your own personal life. Ow. Okay, I can't dive that deep. That's greedy, especially with so much ranged attackers. Let's go down here. Gotta be a bit careful, you know. Yeah, look 200k chat, almost 200k damage over time. Yes, we're going places. I mean, seriously, almost 200k damage over time for this is crazy.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, those 200k damage takes are hitting different. Let's make another corpse here. Like we're literally like making corpses in between, right? You know what the sad part is? That the build is more sturdy and working better than the pure Summoner Necro we did. And simply because Summoner Necro being, well, Summoner Necro, right? So that's like a really, really sad part, considering that, well, this should be doing better, right? The Summoner Necro with all the 925 gear and everything, it's just not doing that much better.
I'm not ready yet.
Twitch broken now. We just had like an unforeseen unfortunateness with my encoders and everything happening, and I can't just fix this right now while the stream is live. So the only way to actually fix this would be taking both streams offline, and I'm not doing that. So we have a YouTube stream going, chat. Come on now.
I need more time.
Diving in them. All the damage. Oh shit. Ah! Ah!
I need more time.
Goodness Christ. It was too much. Leave these nerds behind here right now. I'm going to be clearing this room. Hopefully. Yeah, but let's make sure our cooldown is here reduced enough so we can actually, like, yeah. Perfect. Honestly, that was good. Look at this chat. Yeah, die. Die, scoundrels. Bam. Let's go. Okay, I love it. Gonna make sure to not forget to take the potion thingies, because that's like my greatest weakness. I forget to take the potion. Oh, go, no. You know, that Juggernaut Disobedience combination, that's the only thing that's kind of keeping me alive in some situations here due to the armor we're getting right here. When I don't have Juggernaut or Disobedience, I'm just like, I'm screwed if all my cooldowns are down. Is this mainly Corpse Explosion or Blight? I mean, this one here is a Shadow build, so you're using Shadow damage over time. Essentially, there's no crits, nothing. It's just really boosted towards Shadow damage over time. And we're also using the Iron Maiden curse to multiply our Shadow damage. Now, this would actually be even a good build with the full equipment. So this is not like just the build I made for this. It's actually a working good build, like a version of Infinity Mist. That's using both corpses to truly maximize your damage. You could also like put X-Files Corroded Signet into this one and all that kind of stuff. So you could even take this further with equipment, but that's like the point. I want to show you what's possible with the absolute like basic trash tier stuff. And if you now had all the better stuff, you could obviously make this better, right? That's like sure, like I mean obviously if you have all the cool things going on now, that you could turn this into something even more truly amazing.
I'm not ready yet.
That's kind of like Captain Obvious, right? Like, hey, imagine having like all the good stuff, then the actual build that's kind of performing here could be outperforming. I'm hoping to get potions. Thank you very much. Is your Seneschal empty? No, the Seneschal is not empty, but if you would reach level 100, you would have the Seneschal also have things. So I mean, like, yes, this is the budget version, but consider this, like,
I'm not ready yet.
people arrive at level 100 with shitty gear, but if you have been doing the seasonal mechanic, you at least have shitty gear plus stones. I mean, if you have no stones at this point, then I pity your soul because you're literally playing the game wrong and you listen to the wrong YouTubers. Like I can't help that. Like no amount of guides I'll make will help with your shortcomings there. Like Ryan, I'm sorry. But you will arrive at level 100, and a lot of people arrive at level 100 with shitty gear because they literally don't know what to look out for in good gear. They don't know how to min-max, how to even like get the most basic good stuff together. And that's okay. That's something we can work on. That's something we can fix with knowledge. But not doing the seasonal mechanic because a YouTuber told you to go into the Domheim tunnels and you actually listened to him, I can't help that. Sorry. I cannot fix that. You picked a tier 100. Why are you poor spotting me back here? That's illegal. You picked a drifting shade vault. Well, it's what I had. So we're gonna do this. My spawning me back here is kind of ridiculous, I'll have to say. I mean, we left some things alive, but that's robbery. We didn't even get hit by a single trap at this point. Oh, that's another sturdy gloves. See, we're gradually picking up new pieces to flash out the old gear we're having, despite our old gear being pretty damn good. Like, this is something you got to look at. Like, the actual items we picked up from the store were pretty amazing items. Like, we get some shadow damage over time here. We get some maximum essence. We get some cooldown reduction with some maximum life. I mean, the only things we could be getting better is some better damage reduction rolls. That's a fact. Because damage reduction rolls just generally make you more sturdy. What you could be getting is some better aspects, obviously, because we're working like with the absolute below core aspects right now. You could be getting... I mean, more damage for this build is not really able to be gotten over equipment. The more damage here right now is simple aspects. Oh, no, that's not true. We could be getting some rolls into Corpse Explosion, for example.
I need more time.
That would higher our damage tenfold. Oh, that is robbery that you waited for the 1 second where I'm coming out of my thing to just straight up hit me. I mean, seriously, he just stood there waiting for me to leave that. Could you please not drifting shape me there? Thank you. The one weakness of Blood Mist Chan, without the automatic cast ring, right? You get out of Blood Mist, you die. So like in general, my pants could be having like ranks to Bone Prison, right? My pants has ranks to Bone Prison, Chan. Also why we thought about playing Bone Prison. This one, for example, does nothing for the build, right? We have a pair of pants that has Bone Prison, Shadow Resistance, Strength, and all stats. Pants might as well not exist, correct? And then getting like a pants that has anything better, like damage reduction, fortified, damage reduction, blah. So just like the absolute mere minimal basics would already improve this like so many times you don't even have words for it, right? I'm like, what does that pair of pants have here? This one is cold resistant total armor. See that 925 pair of pants? Ow. Oh no, I'm getting pummeled, chat. I can't defend myself. Already better. Aha, you're not getting me. See? This time I juked him, Chan.
I need more time.
We're not simply just killing everything. Honestly, I wouldn't do that if I was going into a vault proper. So why would I do it with a budget build? Right? If it can be avoided, I would be not fighting most of the things. I would fight what is needed, but not what I can. Because if I fight everything I can, that's just like unnecessary at every stage. I mean, here we got to look out now because there's going to be like a bunch of things come in. We want to kill this whole pack of mobs because they could give us new potions too. Not have to fight anything in the last room anyways. If we actually reach the last room. Isn't that like next step already? Next step should be last room already, correct? Okay, here. Finally made a corpse. Lacking lucky hit chance is definitely something, Chan. Because right now our lucky hit chance is what, atrocious? We're at 40% only. We should be at 53 to almost 60% lucky hit chance. You know, that's like the only actual chance to make corpses is when you're going for blood mist. That's the guaranteed way to make corpses. Everything together. Oh no, bullshit. We're so close. We're just around for the final room. Damage reduction versus armor. Which do you think is best to prioritize? You don't prioritize any. You do both. It's if you start prioritizing, you already lost. Right? So what do we have here? See, this is damage reduction while fortified, dodge chance, and cold resistance. See, that's perfection. We can take this pans that we just picked up. Maximum upgrade this, and look how like a tiny upgrade for the 1 cent build is making then the 1 cent build. And yes, you notice how much money I'm just wasting on resources, Chad. Just for some random builds, like to do a challenge. It is what it is. See, now we're suddenly at like with this pens, we're gonna be at 15,000 plus armor, because the total armor percentage multiplier of 27% also multiplies what's on the helmet, multiplies disobedience. So if disobedience is plus 3,500, then that's times 27%. Crazy, right? So the OG items, see that's like overpower damage blight, that's useless. You get an amulet that has ranks and evolution. That's actually a good amulet that you could even take for something. The boots were useless. This was useless. The new ring, see, that's a maximum life ring, Chan. But consider that this is shadow damage plus, and this is actually shadow damage plus as well. So these two are better than what the Eldritch Agent ring has to offer. Okay, let's see, what did we get here? We have the blood blister one. Oh god, blood, no. Volcanic. I don't want to do Stormbane's Wrath, no volcanic nor anything. We wanted to avoid ink. We want to do another cinders. Let's do cinders. The cinders is the fire one, and the fire one is just easiest to do, kind of. I believe in this, ladies and gentlemen. I fully, wholeheartedly believe this can be done. Which brings me to the main question, ladies and gentlemen. Who of you does actually have done a tier 100 already? Have you gotten one knocked out this season? Did you generally knock out tier 100 dungeons, or are you not getting that one done?
I need more time.
Having to dodge monsters and the Stormbane's Wrath is definitely a combination of things that is definitely something. Oh no, why are you inviting me? What are you doing? I'm struggling intentionally. Leave me alone, I'm innocent. Oh, did I pick the one up with Shadow Resist? Wait a second. Did I pick the one up with Shadow Resist? Can't get past the 95. That's what we're going to be working on, sir. What do you think? It's a gear issue or a skill issue? Realistic question, looking for a realistic answer.
I'm not ready yet.
See, like right now I'm waiting for a corpse to be farmed and I didn't get a single corpse now. Now there's one single corpse after this. So we're like just hoping for lucky hit to finally get us a corpse that we can pull together, do another pull together, and essentially avoid any damage taken like this, right? But if you're not getting the pull together, how are you going to avoid any damage taken? Avoid Stormbird. I mean, generally, you don't want to do any Nightmare Dungeon that's not...
I need more time.
It's not beneficial to you, right? I mean, depending on your build, like if I play a full barrier defensive build, I don't mind any hazard. So all these hazards, they don't do anything to you because you just tank him, right? That being said, even the tankiest build kind of loses against Volcanic. Volcanic is like a bit of a side thingy because it does sometimes so much damage, unreasonable. You're just like, okay, so I'm like, you know, I have 40,000 HP going on, like fully bury it up. I get the damage reduction of the damage reductions. I should be able, like the Star Destroyer could fire on me and I would survive it from outer space, right? And then Volcanic just spawns under you and it's like, oh yeah, you dead, by the way.
I need more essence. I'm not ready yet.
I feel like to make this better, I should hire my stun chance. And not my stun chance, my stun duration. Oh, these chests are the freest loot. See, even if you can't do a tier 100 dungeon, you should just go into a tier 100 dungeon just to pick up these chests. Because they're just so much gold, but there's also always an item in there. So you're essentially getting like free items. Oh, we'll have to fight you, Chan. Like maybe we can skip this pack of mobs, but they're guarding the entrance. No skibbity scabbity. No skip the crypt. No, you burned all my potions. You're not cool. Ah, let me walk around this for a sec for Jiffy.
I'm not ready yet.
I'll have you all pulled together in a hot minute. No, you're dying. You're dying. I'm winning this. I'm winning this battle. You just have to be not hit by anything, and then I win this. Okay, it should be easy. Just don't get hit, chat. Okay, for some reason you all didn't get pulled together, and I don't appreciate that. So just hit the pull together button, and you should have all been pulled together. This is like bad because you didn't. And that means I'm, you know, means I'm not having my damage negation running. Oh, almost got me there. If you could stop summoning things, I would appreciate it greatly. I mean, at least you can like avoid her abilities good. By the way, if you notice, these guys are getting stunned a lot, right? That is because of the actual new aspect for freaking for Iron Maiden. Like the enemies are actually getting stunned from Iron Maiden. Ran past the butcher to get to the portal, and it pulled you all the way back. Yep, that sounds reasonable. Like, look, normal minions, easy clap, right? I guess also boss minions would be like, even elites would be easy clap if I didn't have to like live in my blood mist. The biggest regret we're having is not having the auto cast, right? The Ring of Sacrilegious Souls would like make such a difference right away in terms of being able to handle these situations, because already your initial blood mist would at least provide you with base cover from like the enemy. I am not certain how you would want to attempt the final room.
Need more time.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. But I got this. I am better. This is bad. I am better. Because we're going to pull the dude that gets you all damage reduction together with all of you.
I need more time.
And then we're going to just explode you all. He's still not dead. Dude, this dude is still not dead.
I need more time.
I'm trying to corpse explosion you, but you keep moving around. It's not just like you're being uncool. Like here. Okay. Da 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 da. We got it, chat. We got it. Now they're all dying. Finally. We need to put like 24 corpse explosions below them. Carpet bomb. Carpet bomb. Good. Struggle bus. Weep. Oh, they no. You dropped a potion. I need your potion. Please give me your potion. I heavily rely on them. This is what keeps me alive. Your potions.
I'm not ready yet.
By the way, you could also, from the Codex of Powers, make a Bone Spear Necro. And I'm not sure what would actually perform better, if the Shadow or the Bone Spear. The problem with the Bone Spear is that if you don't have items to essentially scale Bone Spears, Bone Spear is like very item dependent, like crit chance and so on. So if you're lacking that, I feel like Bone Spear would end up being like useless. Quotation mark, quotation mark. Whereas like Shadow can exist in a vacuum, even without anything going on, due to the way how Shadow damage essentially scales. That you easily, with a few corpse explosions, can quite get some damage together, despite not having like anything to really scale that damage higher.
I'm not ready yet.
Which other builds really struggle with. I mean, right now we have like nothing, right? Apart from the blighted aspect, but even the blighted aspect is only a 50. Ah, shit. Only the blighted aspect is only a 50% multiplier, right? In this case. What aspects on your boot? Currently Ghostwalker, because I don't have a different one. I mean, boot aspects or utility aspects are essentially nothing good in the Codex of Powers. This is definitely something that could be reworked. For example, the corpse explosion aspect that would make this build insane. That aspect is not in the Codex of Powers. Now, we could argue that the lowest version of that one, it would be so nice if it was in the Codex. But also it would be a very good aspect to be in the Codex, like an actual S tier aspect, right? And we do already have a bunch of the good ones at this point, but maybe that one would be too good. It would maybe, I mean, it would most likely be too good. Not sure why we're fighting these shitters here right now. Could avoid them for the love of it. I think the biggest thing getting used to right now is like having to actually corpse explosion again. But look how my cooldown reduction, how well, like no lucky hit items, nothing, right? And yet it is still working so good to have the actual amount of cooldown reduction you would need to live in the Blood Mist, right? Because that's the thing. You want to be able to live in Blood Mist against these pack of mobs that I would say like, okay, sure. I can be in the Blood Mist, you know, I can keep going through. I cannot take damage. And that one is working.
I need more time.
That is going to be rough because I need to cut you guys short to get past you, to maybe get a heal. 2 healed. Perfection. 2 heals as a backup. Because there's often like a big pack of mobs coming here, right? Yes, do you notice how you actually slow down the minions when they're trying to get to you? Easy slowdown. You know, the actual moment where the slowdown of the Decrepify is not only vanity, it's actually a good thing to have.
I'm not ready yet.
You run Audacity to stun mobs. Is Audacity in the Codex of Powers? I mean, Audacity is definitely not a good aspect. But if you have nothing else to put on, like Audacity is one of these aspects, like while you're leveling and you have nothing else, you might as well play it over having nothing. Because that's like the thing. Like any aspect is better than no aspect, aka my gloves, for example. Which in this case actually is not true because I don't really have a single aspect that does anything for the build. Like, right? There's not a single one that does anything for the build right now. So there again, the any is better than none is not true because I literally have none. Well, that's oh no! What did I die to? I was winging it so much. Oh god! No! Don't you dare to spawn me into this. Absolutely undesirable, uncool, not amazing bullshit. I mean, seriously, spawning me into like 5 elites. Oh, that is just so not nice. One of the things that has always annoyed me tremendously about Blood Mist, that mobs track you inside of it. So with like other survival skills, right, you are untrackable. But Blood Mist is one of these things where mobs see you inside of the mist, and the coding allows them to hit you as you leave the mist. So you're essentially like, yes, you're safe using Blood Mist, right? But you're not safe because as soon as you leave, they can actually touch you. Spawn points and vaults are terrible. Well, I'm not really killing anything or everything, so the spawn points are obviously down to... Oh, that's bad. That's really bad right now. The spawn points are a bit down to this, that I'm like not killing everything, and I'm kind of like... yeah, ouch. And I'm trying to get past most of the things because that will make my life in the long run easier to get past these things. Since I can virtually, like, if I try to kill everything, I'm more prone to risk death by unfortunateness than anything, right? Oh, no, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I was not allowed to just walk in there like that without any cooldown up. Need to look out for cooldowns, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got 0 lives left. This has been the theme right now. So we almost get to the end room. We almost kill most. We get loot. So we're getting stronger, right? Gradually whittling down the competition to essentially get to the point where everything is possible. Get the deserted underpass. Oh, no. Now, I wish I could just rush through these, but we actually need to kill this. For the sake of killing, for the sake of having like an easier pass through the end part of the dungeon. This is, by the way, as far as we get last time as well, right?
I'm not ready yet.
The problem is there's like so many individual units doing individual unit damage that are just hurting us here right now.
I need more time.
We need to bypass all of you for a second. So I can get this one here, right?
I need more time.
If I could kill all of you, that would be appreciated. Yeah, Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, apart from that guy behind me that almost killed me there. Okay, I just need to dash through these. Walk up past them, and I'm in the end room. I made it, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the end room now. This is the end game. Okay. I mean, our advantage is the blood mist with the traps, because we're essentially pulling things together here on the fire, and they're taking, I think actually they're taking damage from the traps, right? The monsters. Oh no!
I need more time.
We need them cursed. We need them cursed. Blood mist. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Like to see it. Okay, come on now, chat. We got this. Ooh. We need him. We need him down. He's our main culprit. Come on, some more potions. More potions. More energy. More footwork. More footwork. Oh no. Woo. There was chat. There was the more footwork that I was talking about. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Fast. Movement. Boom. Budget necromancer strikes again. I thought this would be taking longer. And the crazy part is how much stronger you would get now. Okay, so let's assume we did the first 100 dungeon with our absolute budget build, right? We just arrived here. No goddamn reason. Look at this. Level 1 glyph. Level 1 glyph. Right? Well, okay, we have 2 15s, but I think that can be excused because that's literally like, what if we actually get to this point, right? What if we got here? So we would upgrade this one because this gives us the best bonus. Good. Let's open that one as well.
I cannot carry more.
Now we're going to teleport out, and this is going to be the interesting part. So now that we have the budget, we did it as a budget build, okay? Now we're going to take everything that's good and that we pick up to essentially get the build better. So we're checking, okay, so this helmet has maximum life and cooldown reduction, which is way better than what I have before. So that helmet going out, replaced by a 925 one. And then let's see how much faster it is. So we take one bag of loot from the tier 100 dungeon to bring this over to... And that one needs to be destroyed. Yeah. We're gonna exchange it like 1 for 1. Slow and steady. That one gets the Juggernaut aspect still. I don't have much legendary stuff. That one still gets the Juggernaut aspect. That one's actually good. Then our chest piece is currently, what is this? I mean, that one has maximum life, so that chest piece is actually insane. I think it's disenchanted. I actually take a two-handed weapon, but we're going to stay with a one-handed. Okay, so this is Blood Wave fires 2 times. Maybe we can use this, so maybe we can go for a Blood Wave build. That is useless. Useless. Okay, let's see if we can get new gloves. That was bad. That was bad. Nothing. 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 Okay, we need better boots, Chan. There's a maximum life, and that was the Volsion. Now we get 4 more uniques, chat. 4 more uniques. We'll pick up the rest of the items, and then let's do the whole procedure again. So now my question is, guys, after you saw this, after you saw the budget build clear tier 100 dungeon, are you questioning your own build or your own skills? And how can we help you? Did this give you any insight in what you might be doing wrong? Okay, that one goes away. That one goes away. The chest has Iron Maiden is now a darkness skill. That's actually the aspect we're using in better, chan. Consuming corpses has a chance to spawn a blood orb. We could have played this one to literally make random blood orbs. Blood wave fires 2 additional times. If we had that, we have a better aspect here for Edgemaster. Our crowd control duration gets increased. I like that one. Gloves with more shadow damage over time. And ranks and blind. Sure. Here, that's better. Then new pants that are still useless. Boots that give us corpse tendrils. Oh, and when enemies are unstoppable, we do bonus damage to them. This one is like a really good aspect, actually. Ranks to corpse tendrils. Here, shrine buff duration and willpower. Maximum life ring. We had that one. No, we had this maximum life ring. Yeah. Critical strike with bone skills gives us no. Sacrifice bonuses are increased. Look at us, Chan. We're getting stronger. Get the junk out of the town.
I cannot salvage.
Okay. So. Step 1. When things become unstoppable. What does that mean? Things become unstoppable. It's when you stun them too often. Okay. Then you get a 40% damage multiplier. That's actually a really, really good aspect in total on these boots. Well, I should take this one. And our sacrifice bonuses are higher, which is going to even make our actual damage output a little bit better. And you can also take the... I mean, this one we're going to destroy anyways, because that's just a good aspect I want to keep. We'll do here. This is Edgemaster ×2. So with Edgemaster ×2, I'll just do more damage. Then we have higher crowd control duration. So that one goes out, and it's going to go on my new pair of gloves that we sent because we wanted to play this new pair of gloves. And that new pair of gloves gets the higher crowd control duration. That means your stuns are stunnier, and everything else is just going longer, right? Oh, and then we had the aspect that makes our Iron Maiden now with a 19% chance here. So that also makes our Iron Maiden better. Black River Nuke fall on your tier list. Like number 1 currently. Actually. And there's only one build that's going to be better, and that's the Bone Spear Black River Nuke mixed build. So that's surprisingly maybe number 1 already. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we have improved on something, right? On some stuff. And we're now going into tier 100 again. That's the Vault of Stone with Death Bolts. Oh, that's going to be horrible. Burning Resist. So if we're going to this one. After clearing that tier 100 dungeon, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see. Did we get much stronger? Right? Oh, these goats might be a problem. Look at my armor. Without disobedience. So getting this 27% armor roll put me at the armor cap. Do you still think armor cap is hard, ladies and gentlemen? Because it could be easier. Like from a defensive standpoint, we're just completely cracked out. We just got it going on, Chan. I love that death pulse. Love that death pulse. Totally not a problem, Chan. Totally not a problem. I feel like we're doing even more damage to these elites here right now. Not much more, but more, especially like, so again, what we have right now is a 40% damage multiplier when they're unstoppable. And they get unstoppable when you stun them a little bit too often. A little bit too many times they're stunned. You can't stun them again, like a boss, right? And then they become unstoppable. It was actually one of these aspects that we played in the Diablo 12 Zero a lot. Because in the Diablo 12 Zero, the dudes, they became unstoppable so quick. And now with the bonus damage versus unstoppable, you're literally just getting such an incredible damage boost for nothing. What time are you doing the Banisher stream? The Banisher stream is going to start tonight at 6 p.m. So we're going to wait for the embargo to drop, and then I'm straight up going to go live, and we'll do Banisher. I might actually go live like a few minutes earlier, but we still have to do the thumbnail for Banisher, and I should be able to also fix my tech issues until then. Because right now you've seen how we couldn't even stream things at the same time. It's a bit weird because usually we can stream record and everything. Might be that the AV1 recording broke some things, so I'll have to look into that. Since it makes no sense why the one actually influenced the other. It shouldn't have. But I have an inkling to what could have caused it, so I'll be having to look into that. And hope I can alleviate. Do you see how long they're actually stunned? Are they just sitting there doing nothing because we get them disabled? Beautiful, right? So now with tiny weeny bit improvement from already one tier 100 dungeon, the second tier 100 dungeon clear is just pulling into a way more possible situation, right? Well, this might be harsh because we actually need to kill. Yeah, we actually have to kill these watchmen to get into the Vault of Stone. That's really a hard part in the Vault of Stone for any build. I don't think every vault is possible. That's why I choose the Vault of Cinders, because in the Vault of Cinders there is no actual road blocker. In the Vault of Poison, for example, there was this problem that you need to kill this pyramid. And if you're not getting this pyramid knocked out, you're essentially not doing the damage you're supposed to. You're not getting further, right? So you have a hard actual roadblock to overcome. And the same goes here. Like you need to kill these watchmen. Like we can't cheese them or anything. You need to actually kill them. I think the issue with this is that one is a mage and the other one is like a warrior, right? When we were trying to kill these over time, we're trying to double curse and all that kind of stuff. But the one is just always running away. I mean, this one is dying. There's no question you are dying.
I'm not ready yet.
So it's like this is Diablo 12 Zero again, all over, Chad. Only that instead of having like good gear, I am having the trashiest trash in existence. And we're still trying to make do. More shadow damage.
I'm not ready yet.
But hey, if we have him unstoppable, see now he's unstoppable, guys, and boom. Do you see how much damage that thing took suddenly? Which Black River should I keep? The one that is maxed on Hewed Flesh and Corpse stat, but has 22? Yes, you want the Hewed Flesh and the Corpse stat max. The 8% more is not as much important as the other stuff, Dark Messiah. But you should definitely try to get a Black River that has just everything maxed. You have to consider that one rank more in all corpse skills is 8% more damage. So that's kind of like how you can solve this dilemma really easily for yourself. Well, they're taking so much more damage. They're already halfway down. I love this. I mean, I was really fortunate finding this aspect as a max roll now. But I beat the dungeon already once, so I'm allowed to take it. Okay, Chan, I want to hear it. Oh shit, this bat stuck, bat, ow. You know, I never considered this vault to be the biggest annoying one, but honestly, these goats are harsh. They're oh god, the goats are brutal. because of like the actual like ranged and ranged and whatever code makes.
I'm not ready yet.
We'll probably need like another 2 or 3 to get to the point where you're like super good about clearing this. What do you think, chat? Like another 2 or 3 until we're able to just like conservatively clear tier 100 dungeons.
I'm not ready yet.
But the challenge has been challenged, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to push it further now. So the challenge is already done. We cleared our first tier 100 dungeon with a Codex of Power store build. Yep. And that's like the minimal requirements. This is what makes me like so happy, because we just did it with the minimal things. But if you already just spend 1,000 obols, right? All of you can get 1,000 obols. You're already having better aspects than me, right? I'm working like with the minimal viable what you could get. But if you try the same, right? If you try with your current character, if you're saying like, sure, like if after seeing this, I want to beat a tier 100 dungeon too. So even if you have 1,000 obols right now, you can get like better equipment than me, right? Because you can just spend that, you can get all the aspects together, and then you should be able to be cooking like really easy. Yeah, you stay stunned, please. Also, don't underestimate the Edgemaster aspect, because you see right now, like I have half essence, right? Edgemaster aspect, half essence is only half as efficient. But right now, Edgemaster aspect, full essence, gives my attacks 20% multiplicative bonus damage. Just like that. Boom. I think there's something. Oh, Kadir, you can't be doing that. You can't give away another 20 memberships. Ladies and gentlemen, Kadir is like, he's not gonna relent until all of you are members in this stream. Like this is crazy. So congratulations, Kadir. Thanks for like celebrating the challenge. Thanks for celebrating the success. I do appreciate it greatly. It feels very good to finally do this. I mean, I've been wanting to do this video now for over a year, and I have not found the time and the live stream to do it yet. You know, this is a challenge I've been wanting to do for such a long time, and now that we have been actually having so many people joining on the lives on the daily, right? Hundreds of people like joining on the lives. I've been very, very happy to finally get this out of the house, you know. And I think it's something I want to do every single season from now on. Like it's one thing I definitely want to pull off every single time. Like there's not many Diablo challenges that are interesting, because Diablo ain't challenging in itself. But this is something I find like just very, very rewarding to pull off. Oh, this is gonna be like such a oh, this is gonna be so impossible to survive. I need a cooldown reduction. Thank you very much. Oh god. I needed a cooldown reduction on my blood mist there so badly. Like not even like a little bit badly. It was just like, if I don't get this right now, we're so goddamn dead. But notice how you can just control the whole battlefield now. Like they're essentially not getting out, right? You have everything like just knocked down. Like we got full potions again, and now they're like stunned. They take bonus damage. They become unstoppable. They take bonus damage. So whatever they do, they take bonus damage. Kadir, Mahaba, my friend. Very good to see you there once more. What's the highest damage it can do? Right now, with this shitty equipment, you're doing like 300k damage over time. I mean, just look at the white numbers, because the white numbers is my main damage. We're doing the most damage with normal corpse explosions, okay? We're not doing like any crazy damage with anything else. We're not doing any crazy crits or so. So you essentially have to look at the white numbers. I mean, we can go to the target dummies in a bit, but we should be able to do like everything up to 300k like currently normal corpse explosions. If this would have maxed out equipment right now, though, our corpse explosions would hit for millions per second. Okay, you would put down a corpse explosion, and that corpse explosions would deal like over the course of 6 seconds. It would deal like multiple, like it would 10 to 20 million damage. Especially this build here, because this build is actually maxing out the shadow damage over time with double curses, which is quite interesting, because usually you don't do that. You do not max out shadow damage over time with double curses. but we're doing this right now. I'm also trying to not die. Like, you notice how we're not having a potion, chat? But if I essentially like do like 2-3 corpse explosions and then I go back into the blood mist, I'm usually on the side where I like, you know, where I don't die. And then we slowly get them whittled down. I mean, like, look how long we just survived with nothing available, right? Now we're just killing him. Damn. Why does this work? That's because the shadow damage on Necro is crazy. So not only do we get more damage for killing things, like for using corpses, we also stack that damage with the Shadow Blight Key passive. So that's also more damage. Then every shadow damage can trigger the Shadow Blight Key passive. Then every shadow damage that you actually do staggers in itself to stack up your multipliers. And then even if you're multiplying like a very low value only, it's still multiplying, right? And then you have the Wither Key passive from your the Wither thingy from your Paragon board, which also gives all of your damage over time thingies a chance to actually erupt to deal bonus damage. So you're getting like bonus damage, and then you get a bit of bonus damage, and then you have a chance to do more bonus damage. And have I said bonus damage yet? And that's essentially how like the whole thing just works together, right? You just have cascading amounts of potential bonus damage into more potential bonus damage. Then actually deal, and surprising or unsurprising, it is bonus damage. And that's just like at the weakest with the weakest forms of all the aspects. Like we have one aspect, and that's the blighted aspect right now. The blighted aspect hires all my damage by 50%. Okay, like just all my damage 50% higher. But that aspect can go up to 120%. So now imagine, where's the damage ceiling, guys? I have one aspect that just out of the house hires all my damage, right? Consistently by that amount. But if I had now the high roll of this, my damage would instantly just get 4 times higher because of a max roll of the aspect. That's like how much like high rolled aspects matter. I mean, right now it's at 75%, and I can go up to 180. Nathaniel, thank you very much for trying out the bleed build. I'm happy it worked for you. I'm actually looking to create some more of that series of builds because I love the like early OP kind of things. It's super fun. So have an eye out for that. There should be like probably in March we're gonna make another Elden Ring like get OP early thingy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're through. We're now in the end room now. Without dying that many times. I mean, we just shaved off our dying. Again, like our resistances, 17,000 armor, not needed. We almost have 30,000, 42,000 attack power with this shitty build, chat. I mean, attack power says nothing, but still. How much attack power do you have, ladies and gentlemen? Right now, with your teched out build? And don't get me wrong, we're not bashing anyone for not knowing how to play the game. It's just like, again, giving you a feeling for all the improvement you have a chance to do still. All the oh no, come on, unfair. All the improvement you still can do there. Would Amplify be better than Imbiber? No, definitely not. Imbiber J Monster, the damage while healthy is actually a way too crazy multiplier. 34,000, but on Barb. Hey, if I already have 42,000 as a Necro, we need to talk about your 32,000, sir. That's not, unless your 32,000 is out of the house, right? Because that's just barbarian things. Okay, come on. Last room, chat. Last room. I overestimated my power. We shouldn't have died there to make a corpse, so we can pull everything together. Okay, first batch of minions cleared. Second batch getting pulled together too. I'm trying to essentially like create a pool of destruction. So the best way to play a Vault End Room as a shadow damage thingy is you need to create one location where everyone just goes to die. If that makes sense, right? Where we're just pulling everyone together and we're trying to stack the corpses up at one point where you would then say like whoever goes there gets killed. Because that's just the best way to make this work. And also, if all the corpses are stacked up, right, it's just easier for me to get my cooldown reductions running. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. I'm stuck here. Oh, God. We have this. Chat. We have this. Come on. Handsman. As long as he doesn't one-hit us like stupid. Come on. Do it. No. Curse him. Pull him. Let's go. Second tier 100 clear. Woo. Done and done.
I cannot carry more.
The most amazing part is still how you're going to be getting stronger every single try, right? Because we're going to have Gravekeeper here right now, which hires the magic nodes, correct? And if we have Gravekeeper, where is it currently? You have Gravekeeper here, correct? So every level I put into Gravekeeper, I get more armor and more damage. That's great, isn't it? Fantastic. I'm loving it. Now, this was a fun experiment, guys, right? But I think I get something more for you. The thing they need to understand is Paragon boards. Yes, especially because I have half of the glyphs not activated. I mean, this vulnerable is activated. This one is luckily activated. This one is working too. That one is finally working. This one is not activated, actually. Yep. That one is sadly not activated. I think I could like shift 2 points to get it actually activated. So that one is activated and this one is not activated because I don't have it, right? But I have something more for you as we wanted to do something special. So we just did the absolute super corpse explosion necro, right? But the absolute super corpse explosion necro wasn't even the pinnacle of things I wanted to achieve. Need another 3. Probably these 2 now. Actually, these 2 out would be bad. Probably want to have them back. You take this out right now. Yeah, that would be good for the build already. The stream die. No, stream should be existing. Is back? Yeah, there's some weirdness going on. Need to actually like from this VOD, I need to cut like the first 2 minutes off to have things not be weird. Okay, and then we go for the ossified essence. So this would be like roughly the same build, but different. Where it goes still maxing out corpse explosion. You notice this, guys, 18 out of 5 corpse explosion, right? Seems crazy. But we would get the health from below gone. Why the health from below gone? Because now we're going to go for Bone Spear. To put our Bone Spear gloves on. Which gives us the Bone Spear, Bone Spike thingies. Actually, this is the better Bone Spear gloves. We need to change the aspect, though, on them. We'll keep the Ring of Sacrilegious Souls. Oh, we wanted to play it with Litless Wall. So Litless is also happening. Back again. Litless Wall. Back again. We are keeping the Blight. Blight is also going away. That's interesting. If I play Litless Wall, I can just gem in Soulbrawn without a downside. No, we can just gem in Soulbrawn. Screw that. Right? Have you tried Full Thorns? I am not the fan of a Full Thorns gameplay ever. So no, I haven't. And this year that we're making right now, after the budget Necro was the thing, guys, might be just the literal best Necromancer in the game at that point. We're boosting this, boosting this. We're going to start with Sacrificial. Still got to decide if I need to boost the armor. Because our armor is really good currently. Like, I'll walk out and with the Disobedience, I have all the armor I need. So I might not actually need to push more armor at this point. And we do actually need to play the Bone Graft board. And I'm going to regret this, but I'll leave out the critical strike thingies, sadly. Makes me always sad. The essence regain. Actually, I can't really leave out the essence regain. We gotta get that back, but leave Essence and skill. Yeah, do it like this. Actually, I could do it like this and leave that essence and kill out as well. It's a little bit better. Okay. Makes for a very good start into the game. Flesh Eater. Oh, no, wait. I wanted to try out and use something. I did actually, like... I did want to try going into the Flesh Eater board the other way around. Because I found, like, if I don't need the resistance nodes, okay? If I don't actually need these resistance node and just need the intelligence, if it wouldn't be better to do it like this, but even leave the resistance thingy, like, completely... Decide, I guess, which road I really want to take, because now you can take amplify. Sound that I have to combine that. Still not sure if I like that one more. Penny Necro, yep, the Penny Necro has cleared a tier 100 already, and right now we're going from the Penny Necro over to another something that we wanted to create. The Penny Necro did everything it was supposed to do. It cleared a tier 100 dungeon and shamed everyone that's not able to do it, sadly. I am sorry, chat. The basic idea was not to make you feel bad about yourself. It was just to clear a tier 100 dungeon with the most shitty equipment possible. Just to show you that it's actually possible. So do not feel the need to replicate. But we wanted to get it done, and we get it done. Now I am whooping out the board for... I didn't put Corporal in. Oh no, this needs to be the Essence Glyph. No, actually exploit. No, this needs to be exploit. Did I not? No, I leveled up Territorial recently. I did actually get a liking for Territorial again. Just kind of like a very fun glyph. Can be plain. Let's see. Do I want to... Do I want to activate another glyph, or do I want to just be happy with this right now? Yeah, we'll just take this. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I made a mistake. I made a mistake for this build. I made a mistake. Because this needs to be... Exhumation. Mm-hmm. That needs to be exhumation. Yeah, need that. Okay, and that leads us now to being... helmet needs to be swapped too. Helmet needs to be Deathless Visage. So the plan is to have a build that is Bone Spear and Maximum Corpse Explosion at the same time. Which is a bit tricky to do, but it's not impossible. We have the thingy. We have Splintered. Ah, I need Ossified. Ossified. Check. And I need Splintering. I'm installing the game right now, Piotr. I think it's nice to it's nice to see a video that shows you what is possible. What's like with mere skill, what is possible, but to then translate what is possible with skill to actually your own personal skill, if that makes sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have now, for you to understand, we do corpse explosions, and these corpse explosions are going to range into the like 5 to 10 million. Okay. On top of the corpse explosions we're doing bone spears, which are also doing like up to 1-2 million bone spears, right? And the basic plan with this build is to provide you something that absolutely destroys tier 100 dungeons, and at the same time, though, provides you with the area clear that's sometimes missing with Bone Spear. Because Bone Spear has this issue where, sure, Bone Spear is kind of cool, but you need to really yoink quite some of them into your opponents, right? What we need to do is we need to get the efficiency support out, and we actually need to bring that over to resource support. It's a bit sad that I need to do this, but it's just too good to not get that one out. Could actually go arcing back to efficiency, but we're probably just going to take arcing at that point. Nah, you know what? We could be putting arcing back to efficiency because we're not even making things vulnerable. So now we just get the elite dummy, multiple training dummies. The one thing is we're missing exposed flesh currently, so I'm not sure if I like that. But notice how we're having like enough essence going on with the corpse explosions and everything. If I now turn this one on. So we have like enough essence going on, right? And our bone spears are hitting hard, while our corpse explosions have the chance to also hit like incredibly hard for multi-millions of damage. And the plan is essentially to right now be an undying calamity. And one thing I'm missing for that is one thing I notice I'm missing is I'm missing the barrier aspect. So I made a little doo-doo. Made a little doo-doo because we're actually not going to be playing this with any kind of armoring aspect. That's neat. That means we need to supply our armor from the we need to supply our armor ourselves, right? Yeah, we're resistance past what we need. We kind of forget that we need to supply armor, you know, the old school way. Oops. With like everything we have. That works. Like you see, we're 9,500. Now I need to go back to a vendor and then we jump into a tier 100 dungeon. It's not a bit greedy. Let's note that fortifies with Black River, it's exhumation. Exhumation gives you fortify. This is the glyph here. Exhumation gives you fortify on corpse use. And since you're using 5 corpses at the same time, you're getting fortified by 5,000 HP straight away. And then you get fortified again for that amount of HP and so on and so on. It's really, really useful. We need Shielding Storm. Not sure if we want to put Shielding Storm on the armor or on the, like if we want Shielding Storm, because we're at 9.5k, but 9.5k in a tier 100 dungeon with the equipment we're having should be enough. I don't really care what we actually open up here. Let's go in. Now, this is probably going to be the best build for the gauntlet as well. So I like the 100% corpse explosion build more. Like, let me say this up front, chat. I do like the 100% corpse explosion build more. Simply because it's not just a bone spear build that also does maximum damage corpse explosion. See, like how we're doing one single bone spear, things get pulled together, and then they die to essentially my corpse explosion. See, like there was a 2 million corpse explosion happening right now. And the old bone spear build does not do 2 million corpse explosions. See, we're throwing a bone spear in, we're creating barriers, and then boom, we explode everything already. Right? And then we explode. But our bone spear itself also just really rampages through things and kills them. Right? So it's not like like one part of the build is useless without the other part of the build. It's that both parts of the builds just work so good hand in hand together that it just like really destroys everything, right? So you notice how this is an absolute rampage, chat? The best part is it's relatively automatized too, right? We were just like you bone spear in, the corpse explosion happens automatically as soon as there's one corpse. If there is and the pull together with the pull together with corpse channel also happens automatic. And the corpse explosions are hitting the whole room. Like never forget that one. Any more corpses? And if I now need single target damage, which sometimes can be like iffy, like I have that. So your corpse explosion due to Black River also like just hit the whole room, right? What do you think? How does that look for you, Chan? Oh, that's a new ring. Cool. Appreciate it. And we can also like do a boss. Just like I think I have materials for just Varshan. That's the only one I can show you. But just to give you like a feeling how Bone Spur is still like performing well. Those big numbers are nice. All right, like this build is also like using like a bunch of uniques right now, but actually the only mandatory uniques is Black River. Everything else is just making it stronger, but like the only thing you really need is Black River. Is this a perfect one? Oh, still not a perfect one. Because Black River is what makes your corpse explosions go super boom. You can get high damaging corpse explosions without it. Oh, I forget that I didn't have Barrier up. Oops, I've activated Barrier. We can get high damaging corpse explosions without Black River, right? But the difference is that they don't hit the whole room. Also, I don't understand why you spawned me this far back, sir, ma'am. Not like I didn't just kill everything on the way, more or less. Robbed. Out of my way. Okay, by the way, chat, just so one thing in own accord too, we're gonna have a second stream tonight. That second stream tonight is actually not going to be Diablo. It is going to be Banisher, which is a new release. It is The Witcher in native Indian territory, kind of. It is promising to be very interesting so far, so I can't personally wait to actually show you that game. I've already played some hours to like get a feeling for the game because I had some early press access, and I can tell you it really feels like playing The Witcher gave God of War a kiss, and they both together had a baby that has also a little bit of Souls-like fighting with actions that have consequences and the whole package included, right? Feels even more grim than like, I mean, God of War stopped feeling grim at some point because you just had like, yeah, I mean, you were just, you know, broken Kratos. So what's grim when you can just beat Thor to bloody pulp? So that was the tier 100 dungeon knocked out, and I'm not surprised at the efficiency. But let's do just one John Barsan, how bosses feel, essentially, right? You try to build at the beginning with physical explosion. There's more to physical explosion than just doing physical explosion, especially Paragon boards matter so much. I mean, I just threw together something Paragon-wise. I think it's very inefficient because in the actual only corpse explosion build, I activate 7 Paragon boards. Yep, chat, you heard right, 7 Paragon boards. And I think that's actually one of the best things to do. Okay. Okay, Justin, greetings. Now let's see how this feels. We're activating our boop. Recurs. It would be better to actually make one corpse so we get the pull together, right? Yeah, see? So for boss damage, this has like the very high intense damage of the corpse explosions now, together with everything else going on. How did that feel, Chan? Huh? How did that look like? I mean, poor Varsan just got destroyed. On top of having like gazillions of bone spear damage, we just now suddenly also have a corpse explosion, which does bajillions of damage too. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, and don't forget, we actually do have the Evernight, which kind of profits both. That's something I haven't actually put into the equation, right? The Evernight makes both even stronger. Do Lilith? I mean, Lilith is not a damage problematic and has never been. Lilith is literally just a phase 2 be able to avoid fireball problematic herp. Also, Lilith is nothing really to, you know, check your damage. I guess the only thing you want to kill quick is Duriel. But that again also makes no sense because okay, so Duriel is being done with a 4-man team. Malphus is done with a 4-man team. The only people you do solo is technically Varshan and Grégoire, right? Varshan and the Grégoire are the only things you do solo. The rest of the bosses you do with a rotation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gucci. That being said, moving my booty to Uber Lilith. You get me on HC? No, never. HC gives me no joy. If I want to do something complicated, I'll try to dress my children in the morning, but I do not need to play a computer game for bonus struggle. I have enough of that, right? So you like that damage is there, especially with all your bone storms going on. The fun part is how we're not having anything essence production wise running, correct? So our only essence production is essentially having like my corpse explosion consume a lot of corpses. Like my only essence production we're actually having, and boom, she's dead. That's phase 1, and in phase 2 we actually don't have enough movement speed. And this one does get some movement speed plus. Our like thingy doesn't have movement speed. So in phase 2, we do not have the movement speed nor the cooldown reduction. Actually a bit sad. It is what it is. Yeah, that's the damage for this Lilith. One-hit fireballs are nothing I like to see. Don't have the movement speed nor the damage reduction. But yeah, you notice like damage, right? You're wrong, I play alone. Yes, you do play alone, Frank. But that's the thing. If you play alone, you're natively going to do things slower than you anyways would. It's just what it is. So, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we did the budget necro. We did the penny necro today. I hope you actually liked the thumbnail. We took quite a while to clear this, so I wanted to make like something funny, you know, like this is essentially like going for the penny with a laughing necro and trying to do it in 24 hours. We did it actually in 2 hours, so that was a success, and that's the billions of damage necro. But I'm done for today. I have a Carnival's party coming. I'll be back in 5 hours from now on, so we can play Banisher. Okay, but now it's a family time, and then we'll play in the evening more Banisher. The VOD for this one will go later live, so you also have a chance to watch that one. Until then, just have a great good evening, night, day, and I'll hope to see you all later for the stream tomorrow. Next time, watch the other videos. Love to have you with us.